That's what you want. So it's what do I used to call this? A silty clay? Is it a gritty silt? Of course, silt has thixotropic property. Maybe that's what I was getting. Maybe that's what I was getting to. The thixotropic properties, as you get finer and finer and you head towards silt, means you've got tension on the water. Yeah. So does that pull gases in or pull gases out? Because they do say that if you watch the Action Lab videos, the degassed water is like having detergent in the water. You can actually mix oil and water together with the gassed water. In other words, you put it under a vacuum and you take the air out of it. And you can, oh yeah, sorry, you want the vistas. I forgot that. Yeah. So, yeah, just walk down here. Just giving you something, you know. I thought I'd make the effort to get out of here. I did my last bucket that I can do, I think, today. And, it was, you know, really pushing it to get the some bouldery. Yeah, the sun's not quite in the right angle as it was a couple of years ago. Anyway, I think we went down at 3 o'clock rather than getting on to 4 now. Okay, and my son actually climbed at all this, and you know, when he was really young, and I got it on video somewhere in the lockup. Didn't say a word in case he slipped. He just seemed like, you know, doing art. Here's one of our weeds. So we got the bracken fern and one of the 3 world indicator ferns for serpentinic soils, supposedly anyway. And we've got our forest dandelion, a weed plant. Again, one of these plants that likes the alternative form of nitrogen in the soil. Supposedly germinate on disturbed soil, but I don't know. Is that disturbed by the rain? So anyway, of course, when we go into these dark spots, the 5 right, 4 down, there's probably a little. It's the colours are going to go out, aren't they? Yeah, but in the sunlight, it should be dead on. Anyway, we'll see how we go. But yeah, I just got to watch this. And of course, we've got our plantains. I like the plantains because a bit like the forest dandelion, they can get up to a massive size. So it's the idea you can take a ordinary sized fly trap or weed plant. It can be a standard size, but they can also grow quite massive on their own. So implying, you know, there's further latitude to expand on. You know, I think all this, you know, these DCLs, King Henrys and all this, I think it's a load of rubbish, actually. I think they've sort of basically got to the CP revolution in a way, not telling anyone about it, and they're just making money out of selling all these forms that you probably can't grow to their size because they haven't told you about the CP revolution. And they're... and oh, yeah, that's the other thing on the other day. California carnivores. I saw some bloke, he said, I bought this for $40. And I thought, well, geez, that's $40 US. You know, that would be about $80 Australian for a single plant. So that's what all these so-called clones are all about. It's another revenue stream, basically, a source of revenue and a value-added one, you see. So maybe they're using the CP revolution to colour them up, make them larger. And of course, you buy them, and they do bugger all. I was going to use the Australian parlance there for a while, but we stand. I'm the king of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just hold the camera high for you, but right into the sun. But it's the wrong time of day. But oh, look at that! Now that's an echium, isn't it, or is it plantain? The plantain, I think. Sometimes they can almost look very similar. Because there's about 3 general world types, aren't there? There's one they have in America we don't have here. That's and also, isn't there wasn't the dandelion, wasn't it? The Indians used to say it was a sign that the white man had passed through or something. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, that's enough for now. I think it's just time to walk back, and the clip's going to run out. Only got 4 minutes, so maybe go back the other way with a bit of sunnage. You can see some pooling of water down there. So, oh wow! Oh no, I thought it was a dock, but no, it's a you know, the other one is very adaptable. Oh geez, look at the steepness on there. Okay, did we come down that path? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I thought I'd give you this clip. If you're sick in bed, supping down the old ribena berries, member berries from South Park. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so basically that's what my conclusion is. They don't like chalkiness. It's nothing to do with calcium. It's to do with the tilth and the slick on the surface of the soil, making sure that it stays an anaerobic environment, at least during the wet. So, yeah. And you want it well drained, probably the water under tension to some degree. So basically, I'm going to test this out with a bucket of perlite, basically, with, as I said before, just a layer of newspaper cellulose, and then formula on the top, and maybe a bucket of very fine sand if I can get back to some very fine sand. Getting hard to source materials, either to find them or to go out. You know, as I said, my old sandmonger has closed down. It's a vacant lot being re-landscaped and re-architect. Yeah, so yeah, getting out of breath. Hopefully I'll be fitter for KI later on in the season, and hopefully I'll get some footage of Drosera schmegii, though people coming back are saying it's pretty barren over there. Pretty barren. Those bushfires are devastating. Some places they reckon that they're going to have to reseed with seed bank seed. It's been that hot and that bad that it's destroyed the seed bank. The intensity of the fire, due to the fact that the centre of the island was being used as value-added long-term investment pine plantations, I think, you know, sort of retirement revenue, what do you call it? I've forgotten what they're called. You know, they just have a timber company and they lock up a piece of land for 25, 50 years, depending on the type of wood they're growing. I think they should go to hemp, and you can get a crop in about 3 years, can't you? And it's more fibrous and has all these other lovely qualities. And yeah, grows faster. I think you can have multiple crops. Use that to make your paper, your fibre, your cardboard boxes and everything else. I say you can even go to banana fibre from banana plantations. A lot of those around the world now. I know there's some sort of hurricane or something. Oh, look at that. Is the camera picking that up? the dapple nature there. Again, the sun coming through the acacia thorn bush, and the clip's about to run out in 30 seconds. So see if we can get another vista. Is this the one? It goes off. Yeah. Oh well, haven't really got enough to take you out to on that pathway, but maybe another time if I'm still here. Okay. Yeah, see you, I think, over and out. Nearly there, back to the car.